Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. So I did a lot of back and forth with myself about what the first video on the channel would be, what it would be about, and basically what I thought. The reason why I'm making a YouTube channel, one is to bypass the limits of Facebook. You can't upload a video that's over 20 minutes, I think. And I did a review of the Eris earlier. It's uploading now, and it's something like 34 minutes or something like that when all is said and done. So I needed a YouTube to be able to upload those larger videos, but mainly what it's about is reaching people that either don't use Facebook, get all their vape information from YouTube, or just haven't joined the group yet. So all that being said, the idea that came to mind is to maybe explain what is To Each His Ohm. So I'm just going to give a quick rundown on what is To Each His Ohm. Now, To Each His Ohm is really two different things to me. It's only one thing to a lot of y'all, and that is a vapor group. So how the vapor group started. One day, I was kind of cruising around some of the popular vape groups. I was on CCI, I was on Juice Junkies. I was on a lot of groups. I think I'm a member of 132 groups right now or something crazy like that. Maybe less now, I've kind of toned it back. But I was cruising around, and I was noticing a general vibe. A lot of people just kind of bashing each other. A lot of the same stuff I was seeing on my newsfeed over and over and over again, the same questions. And I kind of thought to myself, like, wouldn't it be great if there was a group of experienced vapors? Everybody kind of already knows all the introductory stuff, so nobody will be tempted to ask those kind of questions, or they won't have to. And just a place for people to talk in a different kind of way without any hateful speech, trolling, advertisement, or anything like that. At the time, a place like that didn't really exist. So I was with my buddy at the time, my buddy Cameron. He's one of the admins. And I told him, hey man, I think I'm going to start a Facebook group. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if anybody likes it. And that was a couple months ago, and we were about to hit 2,500 members. So I'd say that it's going pretty well. A lot of people are really into it. And that is To Each His Own Vapor Group. Now, there is a second part of To Each His Own, and that is To Each His Own LLC, which is the business that me and Mr. Thursday own. And what we do at To Each His Ohm LLC is make e-juice, high VG, high quality, top-notch ingredients. We really strive to be the best, and there'll be some reviews up shortly. I don't want to brag on it. I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to listen to people that you can trust and feel comfortable about it. But yeah, we make some really good juice, and we also from time to time sponsor group buys. We affiliate with other companies. We sell these boxes by SPQR Vapes, which is owned by Philip. And that's about it. Juices, boxes, group buys on cool upcoming mods and things like that. That is what we do at To Each His Ohm LLC. Sometimes people ask me, well, how did you start the juice line? The simple answer to that is, I was obviously, like many of you, a serious analog cigarette user for many, 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 many years. And, yikes, that was my blowtorch falling over. Alright, anyways, I smoked cigarettes for many, many years, and I decided to quit. I got a mechanical mod. I started vaping. I tried a bunch of fruity flavors. I was still smoking cigarettes. Nothing could really come close to it, so I started getting into tobaccos finally. Now, when I got into tobaccos, I was able to bring myself down a little bit. I needed to taste the cigarette, but still, I couldn't really find any that were matching or adequate or the same feel, taste, whatever profile, I guess you could say, as a cigarette for my liking. So I started researching do-it-yourself, how to make e-liquid. Initially, I thought it was going to be something that was really, really hard to do, and it is moderately hard to do the right way. the hardest part is finding quality ingredients that is not being used readily and by all the other juice companies. That's the hardest part. Finding your own ingredients is honestly the hardest part about it. But anyways, outside of that, um, basically, I decided to one day make my own juice, and the juice that turned out to be is Recovery. Um, and it was my take on traditional analog cigarette. Um, I did the best I could with it. Now I could probably do better. We might have a Recovery 2.0 coming out shortly. But basically, I made this juice Recovery. I call it Recovery because I feel like it could be a perfect first step into that recovering tobacco addict into vaping and quitting smoking cigarettes. If you're like me and you need something that tastes like a cigarette, dead on. Um, that's where that name came from. There was a high demand for that juice right off the bat. I let my friends try it, and it was flying off the shelves literally. I think I was mixing up 500 ml batches of that, and I couldn't keep any, even for myself. Like as soon as I mixed it, bam, it'd be gone. So essentially, we started this vapor group, right? And at this time, it was at 1,000 members. I really liked the name. I thought about the name for a long time, and I'm sitting in my room with my buddy Thursday, and we're thinking about it, and I'm thinking to myself, hey man, I think I should start a juice line, is what I told him. I think that I should start a juice line because a lot of people really like this Recovery. Just a little quick background outside of the story. I've been bartending for a long time, so I have a good idea of how to mix liquids and what flavors go with what and all that type of thing. So I'm telling him I think that I can make a ton of other flavors that aren't really readily available on the market that people would enjoy. Um, and I think I could do it relatively easy, but I want to take the name of the group. How would you feel about that? We talked about it for a minute and basically decided that it would be an okay thing to do. So that's the second To Each His Ohm. That's the full story of how it came to be and everything. To Each His Ohm LLC. So I feel like that fully answers the question: what is To Each His Ohm? How did the juice line get started? If you have any other questions, comments, if you want to know anything else, drop them down below. Other than that, pretty soon on this channel, we're going to be using this channel to do reviews. We're going to be using this channel to come out with news about To Each His Own, upcoming group buys, new products, new juices, all kinds of stuff. So subscribe and check it out. All right, everybody, vape on. Oh, just as I said that, my battery's not sitting right. I apologize for that, y'all. That was really weak.